it's bright. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into Red, White, and Bills, second part of the film review. Sorry, it's too bright. And gonna get this finished up before I gotta go to work. Mad Chatter, let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we got I think just about the half left, and then I'll be leaving for Buffalo tomorrow. Let me get this screen shared. All right, let me know when you can see everything. I had an issue yesterday with okay. I think we're good. Oh, 22 is great. Okay. All right, let's get through the second half. Unfortunately. This is the first play of the second half. Step past the Diggs for nothing. See, it would have been a great play. I got to see where that other safety came from because Gabe Davis had a good block. He just read the play good. It could have been a good game, but great. Now we're – oh, my gosh. So I got to go back and forth now because when you leave it up for too long, it for some reason doesn't let you do it right away. So give me just a moment. We're at like 37 minutes, I believe.
Plays a role and
when you see something, say something. If you want to talk about something, drop it in the chat and we'll discuss. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, it was just a good defensive play. Go Bills, liked how you stuck to your guns. I was waving between DT linebacker, biggest issue. Yeah, for me, I think there's too many issues on defense. So if you're going to make a splash trade, just make it on offense because our offense is more intact than anything. Because you can get a corner and then you still have no linebacker, no D tackle. So it's not going to affect you much. All right, look at all that time Josh had to throw. So I want your guys' assistance in this. For the first half, I saw only about 3 plays that the offensive line looked really bad. Because, again, they're getting blamed for everything. I only saw 3 bad plays from that pass blocking. And, I need your help in the second half to help decipher what's bad and what's good. I have an idea of what it is, but I'd like to see your opinions too. I thought that was obviously good pass protection. Dawkins, McGovern, and Brown were rated very high in pass blocking. Torrance had a bad day. But Spencer Brown was actually the highest rated player on the team this week. Pretty interesting. Yes, sir. We just freed up $4 million with Dawkins restructure. Harrison Phillips sucks. No, thank you. That's not a needle mover. He's a guy that doesn't change nothing for your team. To me, I'd rather not. Another play with a lot of time. Get the ball out quick. Nice play. So again, guys, to me, when we're watching this film play by play, the play calling isn't bad. The play calling doesn't strike me as, this is a reason why we can't get shit going. That's just my humble opinion. Nice run by Cook. Good blocking up front, too. Hit the hole nice. Great vision. And I don't remember what the penalty was here. It's probably on us, so. Yep. Of course. Tons of time. Overthrows Hardy, but he still makes the play. Great play, Hardy. Horrible pass. See, and then people wonder why we don't run screen passes. and they think it's because Dorsey and Dable we don't use our players right. I think the problem is we can't execute a screen pass properly. You see Josh had a wide open throw and he just overthrew it. He's not good at those soft passes or, screen type passes. And that's when he overthrew Kincaid. Come on. The guy was coming, but still, look. You throw this right now. Just throw it now. And then he overthrew it still. Recheck the Hardy play. All right, hold on. What'd you want to see? Two open guys in the middle on the Hardy play. Okay, let me see. I think this is it. Yep. And you see, and that's all because he didn't even look at those guys either. Like I keep telling everybody, and nobody's like trying to revisit this conversation of the play calling isn't bad. Josh just doesn't go through progressions. He didn't even give these a chance to. Didn't even look at him, and you can watch his head again. He looks that way the whole entire time and just throws it. Like that's not exactly, and he can make that throw too. And all it takes, dude, is like ready, watch. Like you can do it with us here. He looks to the left. He sees Hardy. Okay, I got Hardy. Then it's like, oh, let me look at Diggs or Davis. Okay, now let me look at Diggs. And then if he doesn't like that, let me look at Kincaid. And if he doesn't like that, then you go back to this guy. He looked at him the whole way and then went there. I mean, luckily we got the first down. But it's just like, come on. I want you to be more vocal and hungry, especially because he's a captain. You got to be vocal as a captain. And again, I'll fight that. I'll fight anybody that wants to argue about that. A C on your chest shouldn't just be a cool thing because you're a decent player or whatever. A C on your chest should mean you're an actual leader. And if you're not a vocal leader, you shouldn't be a captain. It's plain and simple. Like Josh does these. He had this meeting, the coaches meeting with players meeting with Von Miller. Okay, well, why don't you act like that on the field? Yeah, we're not going after Dexter Lawrence, man. Especially after like how much Dayball and McDermott hate each other. They're never doing that. Yeah, and that was the overthrow. Let's see if he went through a progression here. Yeah, faked it to Diggs, went to Kincaid, and it was a good play, good look, just terrible throw. Horrible throw. Have you guys seen any bad protection since then? That was a guy coming off the edge on a blitz. And Matt Chatter, I think you watched mine. I think you watched my other film, and you saw a couple plays where they got pressure where there was 7 people blitzing or 6, and we had 5 on 5 blocking and nobody in the backfield, and they got pressure on Josh. Like, how is that? How do people think to blame that on the offensive line? That's why I love doing film. That's why I don't talk about the O-line until after I watch the tape. But still, we're in great position right now. James Cook, great run. Fantastic. So the play calls look pretty damn good to me again, guys. Like, we drove the field. We drive the field. The play calls aren't the issue. We're executing. When we execute, it looks good. And when we don't execute, everybody thinks the play calling sucks. Nothing is going to work 100% of the time. It comes down to that. But they have to make, like, when you got a $300 million quarterback who's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, you got to make plays. This is a nice play design for Knox. Run the fake out of the shotgun because we run out of the shotgun, so it looks good. And Dawson Knox got a good first down. That was a tough yardage. Blocking looks good again. Yeah, but they're not going to trade Dexter Lawrence. I doubt. I think Josh audibled out of this play or out of the pass play into a run here. I can't remember because they're not going to show it, but Josh has to get better at faking. Like people, you may think it's like nothing, but when you watch film and you see Josh's and the running backs can't sell their fakes good, that's also a big issue. If you sell the fake good, then they really don't know, and they bite more. See, like, look, what is that? Like, why even waste the? Why did Josh waste the extra second of pretending like he was going to hand it off when Cook wasn't even paying attention? Like, look at this. Like, why waste that time? Why? Let's see if anyone's open. You probably could have threw to Sherfield here in the corner. If you threw it before you ended up moving, you probably could have had a better throw to Gabe. But I will defend Gabe Davis in this aspect. He had 5 targets, and that's he had 1 catch we saw, and the two other passes we saw towards him. One of them was 45 feet over his head, and the other one was that's counted as a target. So as much as he hasn't produced, I'm not going to put him not making all these catches 1 for 5. I'm not putting that on him not being able to catch the football. He needs to do better, but like, tell me if you think anyone could catch this. And that's a target because he threw it at him. Let's keep it moving. And the shotgun, great pass to James Cook, touchdown. Beautiful. And we were moving up and down the field like this all game, for the most part. Saw nothing wrong with O-line this drive. See, that guy came in. That was a blitz. So that's not. If everyone had it, let's see if everyone was covered already. It was a delayed blitz. Yep, everybody's 1-on-1. So sometimes you can't block everybody, and I've been trying to say that. Great play. Touchdown. Man, his D-line was bad. Yep. Rousseau didn't keep contained, got blocked in. And then Dodson, he made the tackle, but he could have tackled him behind the line of scrimmage or close to it. Little things, guys. It can change a game. Got a little pressure there, but we're playing 15 yards off the receiver, so it's easy pass for Mac Jones. Like, come on. Like, if you could get Donta Foreman in here for 56, that would be awesome. Hopkins. Yeah, so like when I'm looking at trading people, I want a guy, especially on offense, who's gonna actually like oh wow, like that's insane. Like I don't want like a Hines type move. And like I said, on defense, like you can make a move at one of those positions, but unless you're gonna make a move at D tackle, corner, and linebacker, there's no need to make a defensive change because one player it's not gonna change nothing. Is Von done or will he speed up? I don't know. It's hard to say. Could be either or. He's acting like he's done, but he'll probably be better. That was easy. Like I mentioned earlier, linebacker's first move is always one step in, but look how many he took. Dotson took 5 yards in when he should have been one step and then back pedals. And that wouldn't have been as easy of a throw. Hopefully Von can speed it up, and hopefully by the time he's ready to be good, we're not out of the playoffs. Because we lose Thursday, you can only afford to lose one more game to guarantee a playoff spot. 6 losses doesn't guarantee a playoff spot anymore. And there's the wide receiver run, terrible tackle by Dane. Then they get an extra 15 yards. It's little things. See what I'm saying? Ed Oliver was severely missed. Yeah. And I just want to take a victory lap for Ed Oliver, because I've been saying for years he's this kind of player, and everybody looked at him not getting 15 sacks in a season and said he's horrible. So just want to take a victory lap for that one. But he should be back Thursday, which is why he didn't play today or Sunday, because they wanted to make sure he was good for Thursday, because they probably felt we could have won this game easily. B needs to poke around for a cornerback. Yeah, like I said, it's tough, dude, because like if we still had Milano and Jones, that would be an easy decision. But I'd rather, honestly, if we're gonna make a big move anywhere, I'd rather get like a true number 2 wide receiver, and then let Gabe Davis be the number 3 receiver, because he was pretty good as a 3. Now, if you got like a 2 who's basically a 1, so like when you look at teams like the Eagles and the Bengals, they essentially got 2 number 1 wide receivers. So if we can have that, then that's all I think we really need, because like I said, you can add a great corner, but when you have, Dotson and Williams at linebacker, Williams is still learning, and then that should have been a sack sooner. But good job, good play there. You still got D tackle issues with minus Ed Oliver. You still got corner issues all over the place. So if I'm being honest, I would rather get an offensive weapon. Daquan Jones opens it up for Oliver, but it's a lot of open field with Jones. Yeah, but remember too, Matt Chatter, the game that Jones went out early in the game, Oliver had 9 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, a sack, and a forced fumble and a fumble recovery. So even without Jones, he was able to, because I was wondering that same thing too. I'm like, how's he going to be without Jones? But he looked ready to. Oh my God! Here's a play where he overthrew Diggs. All right. We're going to watch this a few times. Beautiful play action. You could have. Oh, God. How do you miss that? How do you miss? Perfect protection. Wide open. Beat by like 5 yards, and then he still overthrew him. Play action, misdirection. Oh, God. Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up until 5 seconds, he had to throw. Well, let's say 3.5, because I wasn't doing Mississippi. Let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. He got pressure at 4 Mississippi, and he should have let that go way sooner. Yeah, that's awful to watch, bro, for real, because he makes these plays. Like, I just don't get how he can't do it anymore. And he saw it before he even got that deep. Like right here, I would already let it go. Oh, my God. And that was Diggs. That was the Diggs. That could have been a 1-play touchdown, and we would have been up by a good amount of points at this time. And he dropped it. And it was a bad throw. Overthrow. That's not Dorsey's fault. That's not the O-line's fault. But this is a play. I know Josh can't be perfect, but he wasn't before this. He wasn't perfect before this at all. So make up for that by throwing this ball to your best receiver when you have a cannon and actually get it to him. It's insane. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that. And then penalty. So you miss a big opportunity, and then you get a penalty. And then false start. See? Just killing yourself after killing yourself each time. Protection's good. And don't know what happened there. I still don't. Diggs, like I feel like this was a good throw. Like I feel like this was a good throw, but like Diggs like didn't still like if he like I don't know what I'm trying to say, I guess. If Diggs went with both hands and kept running, I think that would have been a great play. But I feel like this was unsure of what was happening there. Yeah, Dorsey is the issue. Keeps getting dispelled. It really does. Like you see right there. Like, don't you feel like if Diggs kept running, even though it wasn't the best throw, but if Diggs kept running and put two hands on the ball, he probably would have caught this. Like I'll say that was fine, but I think maybe Diggs at first was thinking like, oh, it might have been to Gabe. It might have been to Gabe, but Diggs, man, that upset me. I feel like that should have been a caught regardless, but man, got to connect, yeah. Oh, this was a fantastic play by Murray. That saved everything. I was like, let's go. All right, we got 4. Yeah, that was the play. Mitch Morse got beat. So far in the second half, there was one bad pass block by the offensive line. I'll give that. Morse got beat, but quick pass got the playoff. Good moving the ball. First down, we're at the 40-ish. 35, 36. Quick pass. Let's see if anything else could have developed if he didn't get the ball out quick. Another one. So again, I'm not mad at getting the ball out quick. I get it. But within the play call, like when people say we're not creative, right? That Dorsey's not creative. I think about plays like this where you have a hot route, you have a short route, and then you have a distraction, and then you still have two people wide open in the middle of the field. Oh, Kincaid doesn't get long routes. This might be Knox, but I can't tell right now. This is huge and annoying to ask, but any way to click off lights a bit? Yeah, let me put my thing down here. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do, bud. But yeah, so look at this play again. This Josh did have time, but if nothing out of these 4 were open, you have this guy who's always going to be there. That's the design. So when I hear we're not creative, I think about this stuff. Creative to me isn't flea flickers, fake field goals, end around passes that go back to the quarterback. Or that's not creative to me. That's just Bush League, high school, recess, elementary school shit. Oh no, you're good, man. Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I think that's just the way the game was. But yeah, like look at this stuff, guys. We'll let it play out. He makes the catch, but let's go back. Like these plays, if it was designed to just be a short pass and no other option, they wouldn't have had these people open in the middle. So Josh has time. He doesn't let anybody get into their route. And he just goes right to the hot route or right to the short route. But if you just waited a second, not even a second, you wait a millisecond, things develop. You got to give these guys time. Like, look, if you just waited a second, nobody was even keying on Kincaid. This guy was the only guy that would have been close, and he would have at least gotten to here. Or throw it to this guy because he's got good leverage too. But he wasn't using progressions again. Like why don't people understand this? Like, do people just not watch All 22? Like, tell me if I'm tripping, please. Tell me if I'm tripping, please. Watch this play and watch what Josh does, and then think about what I'm trying to say. I'm going to keep watching it over and over again. And that wasn't a progression. What he did in the beginning, that was just looking off somebody to try to get to this guy anyway. Because this guy was just a distraction. So he looks at him and goes there. But if you just wait a second, yeah, I'm trying to realize it too. But like, if Josh knows that these plays are going to be open, are going to be designed to be here. So if he knew that and just knew he had time, like, look, he's got time. The pocket isn't broken. Just wait a little bit of a second, and you can hit Kincaid. You can hit whoever that was in the middle. This is still a good, yeah, you got the playoff, but man, he's 6'5" and thought should know where they're running, and exactly, he should. And like even from here, like man, just one more time, just look what this could have been. One more second. If you just waited a half a second, watch. One, and that's not even a full. And that was a fast second. He's going to be open here. You could have lobbed it in. You could have fired a rocket into him, or you could have threw it right there, right into this guy, in on the run, like when the guy's already on the run, and then it would have been another big game, but a gain nonetheless. Like this is what I'm trying to say to people. That's all. Like, is it the play calling or is it decision making? Oh, that was Knox. Yeah, and everybody's pumped up on the sideline. That was a play before that, I think. Yeah, that's why I love doing the not the watch through, but the 22s, because this is what the players do too. This is what all the teams do. You get to watch and they try to find tendencies and where they can beat the other team, where they can get advantages. And that's why we get to stop the plays and see what happens if you just wait, or what happens if you did this, or what. This is all about getting better. And Josh can say that there's a lot of armchair GMs and offensive coordinators all he wants, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see sometimes. Again, playing it is different. Like I get Josh, I gotta make a decision quick. But you have a great O-line. Give them an opportunity. You have great players. Give them an opportunity. You know the play call. Give them an opportunity to develop. We have guys that are like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle that can get open in a half a second. Yeah, he did. Yeah, the other day at a press conference, like, so I forgot what caused him to say that, but he said something like, "There's a lot of armchair GMs or all-pro offensive coordinators in the stands or on the couch watching, blah 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 blah." But then he goes and plays like shit. So nice play right there. Yeah, he is. He is better than that. But like, you see my points, Matt Chatter, is like, I'm not mad at people that think it's the play calling, but when you actually watch and look at the play individually, the play calling isn't the problem, because we move the football. When we don't move the football is because of poor execution or a good defensive play. Because you have to remember that too. Nothing is going to work 100% of the time. Any team, anywhere, any coach, anything. Like, look, if this guy came from the other side and made a good defensive play, the hole was open, but Murray didn't get a chance to hit it because Gabe Davis also had a shitty block. But that's not the offensive line's fault. Look what the offensive line did here. Before we look at Gabe, watch this side of the line. Morris got him. Dawkins got him. McGovern got him. And then he could have cut up this way and made a play, but Gabe Davis missed a block, and then he gets hit. So it's easy to blame the O-line. We don't have good receivers. The only good receiver we have that can block is Diggs once in a while, and Sherfield. And Sherfield doesn't play often. Let's see. Empty set. So this is the thing this is where you could have threw it super fast. Throw it to that guy. Throw it to Shakir fast. Like, O-line gets blamed for this. You made this play earlier, right? He sits down, boom, throw it. Or Cook, throw it. Oh, and then Kincaid got open too, eventually. That's the problem. You got to wait a little bit. This time, he had a little bit of pressure, but the two short routes were there. That's when you hit those. Like right there. Throw Shakir open. Step up. Don't be afraid. Step up and throw it. And then you're taking unnecessary hits because you got a shoulder injury. He plays the top 5 QB. He had been playing like about a 15 in the last 3 games. So I'll agree with that. But at the same time, it's like so weird because he's still number 1 in touchdowns. Number one, tied for first in touchdown passes. Number one overall in touchdowns. Top 3 in QBR and top 3 in completion percentage. But he only plays like you said, the last 3 games. He's only been alive for 5 minutes in the end of the game. But the other 3.5 quarters, he played like a bottom 15, like you said. It's just so weird. My boy, a little Max Kellerman, proud of you. Hey, buddy, nice to see you, man. Hope everything's well with you. My boy Keese, I miss you, man. I don't know why your Titans traded away Kevin Byard, but can't give them Eagles more help, bro. But I miss you. I love you. I hope everything is well. What a rough game. Another nice. This was a great, pitch and catch, and yeah, Josh had pressure, but we'll see where it came from. Let's see if we're gonna blame the offensive line here. What do you know? That's not the O-line's fault, is it? Offensive lineman had all their guys. So let's be careful before who we want to blame. And also, Keith, I don't know if that's an insult. Call me Max Kellerman or not. My boy, little Max, he's all over that for sure. But you lost to the worst team in your division. Yeah. Lost to the 2 worst teams in our division. But like I said, it looks like, we're in danger of not making the playoffs in week 8, the way we're playing. But we still have the team to beat all the good teams, But as of right now, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that praise. They're not playing good, like you said. So we're gonna keep it real over here, like we always do. I'm gonna say yes, they can definitely turn it around, but have they? No, and they need to. It's like I know you just popped in, buddy, but what Josh isn't doing this year that he's been doing in the past is going through progressions and reading the defense. And it's costing us big plays, and then people blame the play calling. But you see it in all these plays. It's not the truth. People hate the shotgun run, but it works more times than it doesn't, and then people just like to hate on it. It's the type of lineman we got. We run good out of that. We run good out of the under center too, but can't just do that every time. James Cook tripped up. I don't know what happened there. Terrible throw. Let's see. Scramble drill. I guess that's all you could have went to. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they sent 2 blitzers, and then James Cook tripped. All right. Again, there's 5 people on the O-line, right? You got 4 men in the line of scrimmage, 2 blitzers, and 2 safeties in the box. So that is 8. You got 5 guys here and 2 guys here. Even if these guys were both blocking, which they didn't, that would be 8 on 7. So let's see how it develops. Kincaid goes out. He trips. The blitz. This is a safety, not a defensive lineman. He comes. The lineman got all their guys, as you can see. And then he gets pressured by the safety who was uncovered because all the linemen had their guys already. And that's all you I just don't know why people like to blame the O-line. Let's see. What kind of additions do you believe you guys need to make to capitalize in the playoffs? Like I said earlier, we're so banged up and hurt on the defense. We're missing our best D tackle. We're missing our best linebacker. We're missing our best corner. And in my opinion, say you signed a great corner, right? Or elite corner. I don't know who. I'm not going to say who. But say you signed an elite corner. You're still going to struggle because you got your best D tackle is gone and your best linebacker is gone. So you're still going to have problems. My opinion is our offense is struggling right now, but even with struggling, there's still a top offense. So what I'm saying is I think you need to sign a better number 2 receiver and make Gabe Davis a number 3 receiver, and then try to get like a 1A, like how the Bengals and the Eagles got 2 number 1 receivers. We need something like that because then our offense can just always be guaranteed putting up 30, 40 points, and our defense is going to be struggling. If you signed a great D tackle, all-pro D tackle that matched with Oliver, you're still down a great linebacker, you're still down a great corner. So I just think it makes more sense for us to go good wide receiver too. Yeah, or you can give us D-Hop. Let's see. This was a 3rd and short, I believe. I'm trying to see what happened if you wait a little bit. You set up Diggs to get hit hard here. So everybody that says Kincaid doesn't run long routes, like he's running long routes all the time. He already threw it to Diggs, but look at Kincaid get open again. You know this guy's talent. So people keep blaming Dorsey for not getting this guy involved and saying all he runs is short routes. Look at this guy, and eventually gets open. If Josh didn't want to throw to Diggs, he could have went to there. That's a touchdown. I get it when you're playing is all different, but he knew he was going there before it even happened. See, just staring at him the whole time. He knew it before it happened. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. It's like people they push blame on the O-line, the play calling, but this guy's a top 3 quarterback for a reason. You got to make these plays. Like he knew he was throwing to Kincaid didn't even get a chance to get into his route yet. And look, the safety's asking for help. And then he doesn't get it. But man, like Josh just waited and had confidence in the play, just let it develop, man. It's not developing. You're not going through progressions. Watch his head the whole time. Diggs, boom. Didn't give nobody a chance. All this hard time could be worth it if Kincaid emerges as a second threat. Yeah. And like I said, he gets open. You see many times where he's open deep, he's open short, he's open in the middle, but it all depends if Josh is going to look at him. Plenty of time. And he waited too long to throw it to Knox, and then he almost got him killed. So let's see if anything else was open before we go from the other angle. I mean, that you shouldn't have 2 guys running the same fucking route, but you probably could have threw it to either one of those guys. But yeah, he waited too long to throw it to Knox, and he almost got him killed. So that's on him. That's not the play call. I also believe Kincaid should have been here, but I might have to watch it from the other angle again. He should have already threw it to Knox. Yeah, well, that play doesn't look like he almost got killed as bad as it looked like in the game. It was a good play, though. But let's look where he should have threw it. Ready? Should have started it right there. Should have started it right here. Because if you start leading him, he's too far away, and he's not going to get to it. And then even look at that. Wide open. And then he waits too long, crashes down, boom. So there you go. There's another one. Protection was great. The play was great, and he made a bad decision. And again, you can't be perfect, but he needs to make some of these plays, dude. Sure, should have caught that, but it was also a great defensive play, and he let him into the defender. And that was a 4th down. So again, we were driving down the field. Execution failed. It wasn't the play calling, and then look what happens. Got a little pressure on Mac Jones, but man, you got to turn your head around, Bernard. You got to look for the football. I finally got a little pressure, but look for the football, dude. Like, you have safety help, so just look for the football. You're letting these no-name bums destroy you guys up and out of the field. It made me sick to my stomach. This team scored 3 points in the last 3 games, had no touchdowns in the last 3 games, got blown out. They had 9 turnovers in 3 games, and then we let them score 29 and beat us. I don't care if half our team was injured on defense for this game. You shouldn't have gave up that many points. It's really shameful. And we're the support tackling team. Dang, yeah, man. You guys can tell me if I'm tripping at any time with things that I say about in the film study, because your opinions matter too. But I feel like I'm, it's Oh, buy stocks. Thanks for tuning in. I don't think I've ever seen you yet. Appreciate you coming in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't and like the video. But yeah, absolutely sickening. I don't know. I know you just popped in, but if you want to go back, there's a lot of plays where people blame play calling or offensive line, and then you can just see that this is just not the case. And it is obviously a team effort, but the plays are fine. Execution just needs to be a little bit better at certain times. And you don't have to be perfect every single play. You just got to make some of these plays, and then the games could be different. This would have been a nice change of pace, but Taron Johnson illegal contact. Let's see if they can show it from this angle. No, they're not going to show it, but great play by Floyd. He finally got involved, but then, a little too late. And it got called back, unfortunately. No defense was bad. Allen missed wide open people. Yeah, defense was actually horrible. And, we just covered on most of those misses Josh had. And it makes your heart sink because you're like, dude, you're a top 3 quarterback. You can make these throws, and you just missed. But then, people don't want to blame Josh, so they blame the play calling. They blame the offensive line. But in my first half, we did the first half of the film yesterday. I counted 3 bad pass blocking reps, and so far in the second half, I only counted 1. And the rest of the pressure was coming from delayed blitz and blitz from the edge, from a secondary, like a safety or whatever. And the linemen were all blocked one-on-one, which was designed by the defensive coordinator, Steve Belichick. And fans that don't watch 22, yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't. But again, sometimes it's a pain because you do have to pay for NFL Plus. But I'm always wanting to do the full film breakdown so everybody can see. You don't got to pay for it. You can just come watch me, and then we can talk about it. And there's a no push up front, getting gashed, of course. But yeah, it's just when you got 5 linemen blocking 5 people, and you send a blitz, a 6th guy, and there's nobody in the backfield, Josh is going to get pressured. The O-line didn't have the perfect day, but they're going to lose reps. O-line, D-line, they all lose reps. Everybody's getting put. Look at this. Your D tackles were 5 yards back. It's sad. It's sad. This game should never have been this way. I mentioned, I don't care how banged up the defense was. They played horrible, minus a couple plays that, the Poyer punch out was nice. Like, this play was good, but overall, you give up 29 points and the game-winning drive to a bum team with a crappy offense. Sad. Got a bunch of people in the box here. Good play by the D-line. Good play by the secondary. Getting in there, picking it up. At cover 1, we're playing press. And then a flag happens or whatever. Do you know who the DTs were in that play? Let's see. It looks like Vickers and Puna on that play. We suck, not who we thought we were. Yeah, it's looking like that, brother. If no White Oliver, it's going to be like this. Yep. That's the thing. We got to hope that he's playing Thursday. Yeah, guys, if we don't turn this shit around, like I said, they have all the talent they need to turn this season around, but it's up to them. If they lay another stinker and we go 4-4, you basically got to win out, and that's going to be extremely difficult. How do you let this happen? Look at this play here. No disrespect, but Vickers is XFL. Yeah, man, seems like it. Like, why is Dotson covering this dude? Jeez, man. I mean, he tried, but damn. Yeah, this reminded me of years back. They did nothing in the draft to address D tackle. Yeah, you see, they thought, that's just like the Jets. The Jets, their plan was to get Aaron Rodgers, let Zach Wilson sit the whole year, and Aaron Rodgers was going to play every single snap. They didn't address backup quarterback because they didn't want Zach to play. And he got hurt in the first game, and then that's it. You're done. And, where's it? Why you got freaking Dotson on this guy? But Watching Jones march down the field on us with a minute left reminded me of Brady days. Yeah. He's been one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL this year, and he just looked like one of the best this game. But yeah, we were assuming that Oliver and Jones are going to be healthy the whole year. And that's the other thing, too. Like, we've been fed that this depth is so good in every position, right? And then as soon as they get it, like Bernard, he wasn't really depth. He was a starter. He looks good. But we were, even me, I believed everybody's hype. It took me a bit to fall in for it, but I started thinking, maybe we have great pieces that can step in if we need it. Like when it was Benford and Trey, I felt pretty good. When it was not Benford and Trey, I didn't feel good. And then when Milano and Bernard were in there, I was like, wow, this is great. And then they got picked. You got picked here. So good play design, and we weren't prepared. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, like we think like Sherfield and Hardy are like great weapons, and it's like, dude, they're the fourth and fifth option on our team. Settle's been shitty forever. Phillips, he was great before. It just seems like he's not the same. I thought Puna was going to be good. He didn't look good at all, and more snaps. And AJ's been pretty solid, but Jones is great, but he injury prone. Trenton Willis, that should be worked on. I do like Allen, but he still doesn't have patience. I've been to games to guys wide open under and will throw long and miss. Yeah, it's like I always preach. He doesn't go through progressions, and he makes poor decisions, and it's really really frustrating. Really frustrating because these plays are there. The play calling's been fine. The play calling's creative. The play calling's open, but he doesn't give the time that allow himself time to go through progressions when the O line is working their ass off. The O line is so much better than what we ever could have expected, and he doesn't trust them. Still, take the 5 to 7 yards and early. Don't wait. Yep. And like those yards that those passes that you're talking about too, you can still go through progressions and those should still be open. But Josh is like, doesn't give anything else time to develop. And then he'll overthrow. Oh man, it's just he's been a mess. Bills gamble on Settle and he stinks. We knew that last year. Oh yeah. All right. We're down 22-10 at this point. Nothing but time. Nothing's there, so dump it off. There you go. Let's see what else was open, if anything was. No. I mean, that's the thing. Like, things get open. Like, maybe our guys just aren't fast enough. Maybe they got to start trying to get, hit their brakes a little bit sooner so Josh can feel like he can wait because he just doesn't give him even an opportunity to get open. But yeah, so far only one bad play from the O-line pass blocking this half. And I was told that they were under duress the entire game, that Josh was under duress the entire game, which obviously wasn't true. There you go. Play calling looks good to me. Like, I just want people to understand, like, pressure from the O-line and pressure from, the blitz. Like, that's completely different. When every O-lineman is covered with a guy, they can't block two guys at once. That's why Bill did that. And as you saw in the film, that's exactly how it went. Overthrowed Hardy again. He couldn't bring this one down. Pass protection's fine. Gives you more than enough time. You just overthrow him. Just a simple overthrow. And we're still in great position. Protection was good again, as you can see. It was just a read he made, but people did get open. Not everybody on the team's gonna get open in like Tyreek Hill in a half a second. You gotta let things develop sometimes. He didn't want to, and he still made the play. So I mean, it works. But I just don't want to hear anymore that nobody can get open. I want everyone to notice that Josh doesn't go through progressions. Once in a while, maybe, but you need to do it almost all the time. Unless it's a designed quick pass. He ended up being open. Unless open to me and blocking good for me is different than everybody else is thinking. Josh's numbers when he has time are horrible. Yeah, so like my buddy Jake brought it up. When Josh had more than 2.5 seconds to block this game, he was 10 for 24. When he got rid of it less than 2.5 seconds, he was 17 for 17. This was fantastic. Great play by Diggs. Yeah, that is odd. It doesn't make sense. You have great protection and you still don't make good decisions. All right, just look at this guy. Like, come the fuck on. Like, I'm tired of people blaming O-line and all the time. Look at this. You got your 4 D linemen. You had 8 people coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people and 5 fucking blockers. What the hell do you want them to do? Oh, 6. Sorry, because Murray's there. So 8 on 6. Do you think he's not going to get pressured? Let's watch it again, just so hopefully other people can see this. Because I know you guys know because you watch me. Like, look at this. How do you expect them to block everybody? They can't. That's why it happens. Not a Dorsey problem, not a line problem. It's a Josh Allen problem. Yeah, because I want you guys to tell me, how did you expect? I know you guys hear my point, but how does anybody out there that thinks it's the line's fault for this play, how do you expect them to block this many people? Actually, it was 8 on 7 because I think Knox hung in there. So 5, 6, 7, yeah. So 8 on 7. Someone's going to be open. Exactly. Buy stocks and Owen, you're proving my point exactly. And Josh made a hell of a throw here. Like, I'm not saying that this play was Josh's fault. This wasn't anyone's fault, but it has brought a blitz. Josh made the right decision here. He hung in there and made the great throw and made the right decision. And he got drilled too. It was a fantastic play. This wasn't the O-line's fault. 8 on 7, somebody's going to lose because there's not 8 guys. And the guy that wasn't covered got to Josh. So let's keep it real. I know it's easy to blame the O-line if you want to protect Josh. I know all that's easy. But that play specifically, great play by Josh, great play by Diggs, great play by the O-line, but the one guy that was uncovered made a play. That's all it is. So still, the O-line, that wasn't the O-line's fault. That wasn't a bad rep. They all had their guy. So now here we go. Back on D. This play got called back. An eligible man downfield. Let's see who it is, if we can tell. There was a couple of them. I think you get 3 yards. And I think all 3 of their linemen were down 3 yards. So this might be the fumble. The almost pick. Jesus. I know it was a knuckleball, but I don't give a shit. You got to make that play, buddy. I don't care. This is when the defense really stepped up, when I didn't believe they would. But they let it go too soon. It's funny because this actually hurt us more than it helped us because we scored too quick and then we gave them time. But Poirier made a great play. He struggled all day, but when it mattered most, we needed a play, forced a fumble. Everybody's hyped up. See, that's what I love to see. Now they give you back that hope. You're down by 5. You're at the 30. You have the ball. You can win this fucking game. Nothing but time. Nice pass. See what happened? Nothing but time. Great pass. Great protection, right? You guys see the great protection there? You see the great pass? I don't see no problem with this. Good job, Morris, too. He got beat and he still recovered. Josh hung in there, made a good throw. I don't hate that either. People want Josh to run more. There you go. He ran more and made a play. Could have got killed though, but you got to be careful, buddy. So man, I'm feeling so good at this point. I'm like, you know what? We can really do this. Now, I didn't mind running here. I know, but you gotta waste time. It would have been nice if Poyer got that fumble 45 seconds after he did. Would have been nice. We had complete control on offense. Feeling of emotion. Thank God it wasn't picked. I read that play really well. Imagine if that's how we ended the game. Oh my God. Great job, Kincaid, getting that first down. Oh, look at Diggs here. Which, here's why I'm upset about this now that I see it. You scored this play. You may have more time at the end of the game to get in the field goal range. Golly, man. Again, we still got the first down. So great play by Josh, great play by Kincaid. But again, he knew he was going here before the play even happened. But look at Diggs. You got to look through progression sometimes. Man, he was wide open. But hey, we ended up scoring a touchdown anyway, but we wasted a little bit extra time. They brought 7 guys again, too. But still, good play. Got the first down. There you go. We're wasting more time, which I'm happy with. That was a great catch, too. A great throw, great catch. Honestly, probably would have ran it here, though, to waste some time. Look, it's a free rusher. O-line's all covered. And why do you think that they always do that? They make sure there's a guy on every single O-lineman so they can send a free rusher. But still a good play. Not the O-line's fault. And we got stuff. We get the touchdown, and there's that. But I'm not going to watch that last defensive play. I gotta set up the newest member of Red, White, and Bills. He is going to be starting his show tomorrow, I believe, at 8:00. He hasn't picked out a name yet, and he's probably going to – I think he just said the podcast name is probably going to be Paying the Bills. So I like that. I love that. So Paying the Bills Wednesday, I'm going to get him set up. get Tyler set up here, and show him love, support, help him out in the chat, give him some good talking points, or be a good conversation to him. It's his first time doing a podcast. He's going to be great. He's very knowledgeable on the Buffalo Bills. He's got a popular Instagram. So show him some love and support. I will be on my way to Buffalo tomorrow morning. I should be getting there around 3:30 in the afternoon to get some wings. Then be with Nickel City Mafia. Jake, I'll be staying with him. And then we'll be doing a live video Wednesday and Thursday with Nickel City Mafia. So, again, thank you guys for supporting. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video. Drop your comments in there. I'd love to discuss anything with you guys. Let me know if you're seeing the same stuff I'm seeing when I'm dissecting this film, because everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Maybe my view of being open and maybe my view of winning a block is different, but I want to hear your opinions, and I want to let you guys, tell me if you agree with me or not, and we can keep elaborating on this stuff and really pounding it home to the fan base. Bring some Bills. Good luck. Yeah, I'm undefeated at games, so let's go. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Go Bills.